Hi guys, it's me, Carrie, and today I have a really awesome DIY for you. Now, I cannot take credit for this idea. This was totally stolen from my awesome friend Kelly, who is half of the team at Jellicoe. They have amazing creations. Kelly and her husband Joe are incredible artists. He paints and draws and she sews, and between the two of them they just come up with the most incredible stuff. I'm going to link the Jellicoe website in the Dropbox, but I totally got this idea from Kelly. She posted some of these hung on her wall on her Insta the other day, and I was like, oh my god, you are a freaking genius. I have to try this. So I made one already, but I decided I will make one with you guys just to show you how incredibly simple it is. And you guys, this is an awesome, very inexpensive, super personalizable, if that's a word, pin display if you collect pins. It will work for both pins with like the stick and the, the piece that goes on the back, or regular button style pins will work with this as well. But you really need 3 tools to do this. You need an embroidery hoop. I, in this case, chose this 7-inch bamboo hoop, and I purchased mine at Michael's. It was $1.89 regular price, but I had a 20% off all regular price items coupon, so it brought it down to $1.51, and I bought 3 of them. And then you need a pair of scissors. Any pair will do. I think these were from the Dollar Tree. Let me hold, please, while my stupid phone rings. Okay, that was super annoying. Anyway, and then the third item you need is a piece of felt. I bought these rectangular felt pieces, which measure 9 inches by 12 inches at Michael's as well. They're the Creatology brand, and they go for 49 cents each. But again, with my coupon, for some reason I bought 3. 2 came up at 39 cents and 1 came up at 40 cents. It wasn't like a 3 for thing, so I don't know why they weren't all 39 cents, but whatevs. These you can get cheaper at Walmart. When I did my first one, I noticed that they sell felt rectangles for, I think, like 24 cents. However, in the Walmart I went to, they only had like 4 colors. They had black, red, I think like a forest green, dark blue, maybe white, but that was about it. And I wanted to get pastels, so I wanted to do this like Hawaii style. So these are a bit more expensive, but actually the hoops were cheaper. I bought a 6-inch bamboo hoop at Walmart, and I'm almost certain I paid $2.24. So it's definitely cheaper to get your hoops at Michael's, even if they're not on sale with a coupon. But anyway, you clip off your tag first things first, and then these work so super easily. If you've not used an embroidery hoop before, I don't do embroidery, but I've used these for other craft projects. You can unscrew it completely like this, and then you have the open piece and the solid piece. What you do is you place your circle underneath your felt, and you try, technically, there are probably ways that you could salvage more of the felt if you're better at placing it, but I pretty much just buy the felt to do this project, and then the rest I just toss. So you could even put it in the dead center if you wanted to. And then you wrap your other open one around it, like so. I'm going to be doing this upside down just so that I can get it on camera. Okay, so you got your solid one underneath. You got your flexible one on top. You just want to make sure you pull the felt so that it's really taut, and then the screw, which will be either at the top or the bottom, depending on how it's easier for you, lefty loosey, righty tighty. You just screw. I'm going to start it so that I can hold it up and show you. I just have to squish it together tight enough so that I can get the pieces together, which I'm having a little bit of a hard time doing. See, I had it farthest away from me. Now I have it closest to me. That's actually the easiest. Once you get it started, that's the hard part. And then you just tighten, 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 as tight as you can make it. And if it doesn't lay flat in your hoop the first time, you can certainly unscrew it and replace your felt so that you get it nice and taut across. But you really want to twist this as tight as you possibly can if you've got the felt where you like it, so that it will stay solid together. And you can kind of pull this piece down. I didn't do this with my other piece, with the other piece that I made, but you could technically, because you're going to trim around the edge, you could technically, if you have hot glue or Gorilla Glue or something, you could glue this little piece inside so that it doesn't stick up. Right now it's not sticking up though, it's actually holding inside there and really nicely. You'll see on the finished project that it sticks up a little bit, but that's just my anal retentiveness. That might not even bother you. And then all you want to do is trim around the edges. You don't want to trim it so it's too close to the hoop. You want to leave a little space around the edges, and I'll trim some and then I'll show you how I'm doing it, because you want to be able to know that you're not going to have the felt somehow, you know, sneak out of from in between your hoops. It could potentially, if for whatever reason your hoops aren't closed as tightly together as they could be, or, you know, whatever, that mishaps happen. So you trim it around, and I'm just doing that in real time, obviously, for you. And then I'm going to show you when I'm finished trimming it, because it doesn't take all that long. I sometimes get frustrated when people do DIYs and they do that speed up fast thing, because I like to see how long a project's actually going to take to do. That's just a me thing. Plus, I also I'm not tech savvy enough to know how to record that way. But especially if it's a short project, why not just do it in real time so the people who are watching you know, wow, I could literally do this in 5 minutes, just like Carrie did. I mean, right now we're at 7 minutes, but that's because I'm not rushing. You could potentially do it even quicker. I'm just trimming up my edges a little extra just so that they lay nicely. But really, you want to make sure you have, what is that, maybe 1/4 of an inch of fabric. Some places it's a little bit less, but you want to have a little fabric sticking at the back again, so that you don't have to worry about, you know, the hoops coming undone or whatever, and, you know, the fabric sneaking out, because then it's kind of going to be really, really hard to replace it in here now that it's all trimmed up. You can kind of see now how this sort of does like a little hoop doohickey, but you could glue that down if it bothered you. I'm not really going to worry about it. And then this is a finished one. Again, this one I did was only 6 inches because that just happened to be the size hoop that they had, and I had a piece of felt lying around. So this is a finished one. And this one has all of the pins that I've purchased from Five Below. So while we're doing this DIY, you can check those out. Five Below is a great place to go for pins, especially if you're a beginner pin collector, because they sell in 2-packs, and they used to be $3 each. Now they raised them to $3.25 each, but that's still really cheap for enamel pins. So I wonder if you can figure out, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to look at these and see if you can figure out which ones went together. It's pretty easy in most cases. But anyway, just to show you, to solve the puzzle. So you got the 2 butterflies, and those are the most recent ones I bought. The French macarons with Paris. Excuse me, I have a tickle. Best Friends with the macaroni and cheese. All That and Dim Sum with the dim sum. I Believe in Unicorns with the unicorn. Milk and Cookies. The 2 Lucky Cats. Coffee and Donuts. Peanut Butter and Jelly. The 2 sushi rolls. Pizza and Cheeseburger, the 2 narwhals, and the 2 kitty cats, one of which says Stay at Home Club and the other one says Cat Lady. But again, these were all, if you want to go by individual, you have to buy them in 2-packs, but they were either $1.50 or what, how do you split $3.25? What is that, $1.12.50 each? So I mean, really, they're very, very affordable. And again, these are all the ones that I've purchased from Five Below. But now that I know that you can get a bigger hoop for less money at Michael's, whether it's on sale or not, because the 7-inch was $1.89, this was $2.24 at Walmart. It's a significant difference in size. You don't realize that that 1 inch is going to make a difference, but if you hold it up this way, it doesn't look like it. But if you hold them side by side, it's a pretty fair difference. You could definitely get a few more pins on there. So yeah, that is a really super easy way to display your pins if you don't want to go out and spend a bunch of money on cork boards, because they can get really pricey, you know, at office stores and stuff. Even if you go to like Walmart or Target or a craft store, if you don't have a coupon for like a Michael's, say, you're not going to get, you know, a very affordable cork board. And I love the idea of this because you can personalize them. If you wanted to, you could buy, these come in plastic as well as bamboo, so they come in different colors, or you could paint these if you wanted to. I personally like the natural color because the color for me comes in the felt. And these are the other two colors I bought. I don't remember if I showed you or not, but I bought this pretty like aquamarine, teal, whatever, and this pink, because I wanted to do like kawaii style. But I'm really excited about these. And they also give you really easy organization if you're like me and you're OCD. And ooh, just be careful. You try to pick one that doesn't have little splintery pieces like that. I didn't look, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. But I like the idea that you can organize by theme. You can organize by pin maker. You can put them in little small corners of your room. You don't necessarily have to have like a huge, you know, couple feet of space or whatever to hang some huge cork board. And they're really easy to move around. And like I said, for $1.89, okay, so with the discount for me at Michael's today, $1.51, and we'll go with 39 cents, even though one was technically 40 cents. So you're talking less than $2. No, is it? Yeah. It's $1.90 for this whole project. And you can display a whole bunch of pins on it, and you can make them your own and have so much fun doing it. So again, thank you so much to my dear friend Kelly for posting the inspo for this. I hope you guys try this yourself, even if you're not a pin collector by, you know, per se, but you have a couple cool buttons, you know, political buttons, or just fun ones from like the 80s or something. Like I know I still have some like old Hard Rock Cafe ones from when they used to give them out for free when you went to the restaurant, and like Planet Hollywood ones. And I still have some that I wore like on my jean jacket in high school because I don't throw out anything. But you could totally put your buttons on here. And another advantage to doing this with your regular pins is that you close them so that if you decide you want to wear your pin, it's not like where you just take it off a cork board and then you have to go find the pin back. It's right there on the back, so you could just pop it off and put it on your denim or your handbag or wherever you want to wear your little flare. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this DIY idea. Again, thank you so much to Kelly. I love you, girl. You're so creative and smart. Please leave comments down below. Let me know what you think of this idea. And if you try it and you make a video, definitely let me know in the comments, because I want to see how yours turned out too. I don't think you can post links, but if you just say, you know, come to my channel, I made one of these, I will do it, because I really want to see what, you know, creative ways you guys decide to roll with this little project. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll be back soon with more stuff. Bye, guys.